Alright everyone, and welcome back to MotoGP 15 Korea. In the previous race we did the two wildcard races, and we set up our own private team then with the X-Lite, I believe it was. And here's our team then. As you saw there, it was HRT, bringing them back. Of course it stands for Holloway Racing Team now. And yeah, just going through some of our emails then before the season starts. And yeah, we're with Mahindra then, that's the bike manufacturer that we're with. But yeah, it's our private team then, and hopefully we can build up to be something great then, and actually do what HRT couldn't and actually be successful. But yeah, yeah, just looking through our emails then, and they want a target of 15th place then, so they're looking for points from the get-go then, and I think we can do it. I mean, we might struggle to start off with, but yeah, we're here then for the Qatar Grand Prix now then. And yeah, we're going to go straight into the qualifying session in a second.
Good afternoon and welcome to Qatar. We're joining you live from the Losail circuit. Everything is ready now for the start of the qualifying session that will decide who will take pole position on the starting grid tomorrow. The weather forecast for this session is extremely good, but with this circuit being in the middle of the desert, there's always a chance that sand could be blown onto the track, and that can create some real grip problems for the riders.
So yeah, there we go then, and into qualifying then for the Qatar Grand Prix. And yeah, here's the bike then, and it's sort of a red, black and white colour scheme. I think it's the same for, every time, like I think like all the other private teams, right, in other people's series will be the same as this one. But yeah, I think we may struggle to start with. We get a nice toe though on our first lap there from Bastianini, and we do get an R&D thing there. But we're quite well off the pace then with our first lap, 4 seconds off as Rodrigo comes out of the pits, and we almost collect him there on the brakes into turn 1. And yeah, that pit exit maybe not the best one then, but yeah, a couple of laps later then we come out of the final corner again, and I think just the Mahindra's a little bit down on the power there, and yeah, that's obviously something we're going to have to improve on over the course of the season. And we did actually improve to 23rd though, but still a long way off the pace, or where we'd want to be anyway. 3.4 off the pole time at this stage. And yeah, we're going to talk to our engineer then, see if we can try and sort some of these problems out and see if we can get a bit more straight line speed. And our engineer's been a bit sarcastic with us today, and yeah, he's well, we're going to tell him it's too slow then. It's like driving a bus apparently, and yeah, he's going to change the gear ratios then, and hopefully that'll give us a bit more speed then. And yeah, I do like that feature of ice game that you can like sort of tell your engineer what the problem is, and they'll sort of figure out a setup for you. I mean, I think that's a pretty cool idea, especially for people who don't really know like what setups to use and that, so it's pretty good. And yeah, out of the pits then, and first lap we do get within 3 seconds now, then we go 24th with that time. So yeah, it does look like it's been a bit of an improvement then, but maybe just be us getting used to the circuit. But we do set 3 orange sectors then so far in this lap, which means personal bests. And yeah, we do get a good round at the final corner there. We weren't on the curb or anything, so yeah, it should be a good time, and it is 17th then within 2 seconds. We improved by pretty much a whole second then in the end, and that was our best time in the end because I couldn't improve on that afterwards. But it's Danny Kent then who takes pole just about from Miguel Oliveira, with Jorge Navarro completing the first row of the grid then. And yeah, we were 17th then. We were the second of the Mahindras then. I think only Matteo Ferrari was ahead of us then. So we're right in the middle of the 6th row, and so that's not bad then for the first race of the season then. And yeah, looking further down then, a lot of Mahindras down the bottom, so I think we've actually done alright here today then, as we're now going to go to the race.
Good evening from the Losail circuit. The long wait is finally at an end, and a new MotoGP season is about to begin. Bikes and riders are almost ready to take to the track. The Moto3 race at the Qatar Grand Prix will start in just a few minutes. Once again, as we're used to at this track, we're looking forward to good weather for the Grand Prix, and the temperatures shouldn't cause any tyre problems.
So here is the grid then. It's Danny Kent who takes pole, as we saw before then, and yeah, it's going to be, well, it's a lot out there, and yeah, the names go by so quickly that we're not going to be able to name all of them. But yeah, there we were in the middle of the 6th row, and yeah, plenty of well, we were right bang in the middle of the field then, so plenty in front and behind. Then hopefully we can pick up a few places and get ourselves into the points. Of course, the top 15 score points, so should have a good chance here then, as we do get a nice good look at the bike now and then for the first time. And the lights come on now then, and we're away then in Qatar for the start of the season. and we did get an alright start. Bagnaia gets a little bit of a better one alongside us, and he goes straight past us and into that 17th place. It looks like Losail there, I think it is, who's a very good start as well, but we're still on the inside line then. We're going to go at the inside then of a few bikes here. A little bit of contact there, and we forced Ferrari and Losail out wide there. So we're up into 15th place ready then. So we've been a bit aggressive into turn 1, but it's paid off then for us. We're into the points ready. We go a bit too wide down to turn 2. We've been using the wide lines to our advantage at times, but I think we just overdid it a bit much there. And we're back down to 17th then behind both Losail and Ferrari. So yeah, back down to 17th where we started then with Bagnaia looking at us, and I think Losail as well. As they were a little bit all over the place into that right-hander, but yeah. It's not been a bad start then, and we really just need to try and stick with this group then, because I mean, if we can just get the 1 point then and get our target, that'll be good enough for us today then. And it already looks like the pack head is starting to pull away here, and of course once they start getting away, that's just going to be it. We're never going to catch them, and we're just going to have to worry about making sure that we're at the front of this group. As I've said, that's just how it is in Moto3 most of the time. But you get into this right hand then, so many corners here look the same as each other. We do actually go at the inside then of Ferrari and Losail into that corner, and we're back up into 15th place, and one of them's having to look back at us there. But yeah, we're through for now then. And yeah, this is a really nice looking track actually under the lights. I mean, it's kind of similar to what F1 have done now with Bahrain, but yeah, it's just a little bit of a boring track, I think, this one. Not the most exciting one, but yeah, still it does look very good under the lights and makes the bikes look great as well then. So yes, I guess it's a nice place to start the season then. And yeah, we're just coming to the end of the first lap now then, and already Fenati there in 14th place is over a second and a half ahead of us after less than a lap. So I mean, yeah, they're getting away from us pretty quickly, and I mean, I don't think Mahindra's really got enough to sort of keep up with them, and I think down this straight we might just be swamped here then. As we come out the final corner now then, hopefully those setup changes will have helped us a little bit then. As we look behind it did look like they were battling between themselves a little bit down the straight then, as Kent crossed the line and still in the lead. We crossed the line then, we're still in 15th place after the first lap. We get another R&D thing there, so that's just going to be helping us then with upgrades for the next race in Austin. So we break for 10-1 then, the back tyre getting off the ground again like it did in Valencia, and we run wide. We let a few bikes through, then we're down to 21st, but we do actually get an OP driver out of turn 1 because we went so wide, and we do actually gain back most of his positions straight away then, up into 18th place. But yeah, we do have those positions to gain back on those 3 once again. So yeah, not the best thing for us there, but I mean, that could have been a lot worse as we now under attack from Ioda behind us, and we go wide again. And I really do find that when you're battling with others in this, and just taking a wide line seems to almost always work really. And yeah, it's just really because you can just get on the power a little bit earlier, and that just makes all the difference really then when you're sort of battling and like repassing and that through like several corners at a time. But yeah, it's yeah, it really is just like crazy battling in this. But we need to catch back up to the 3 in front of us then before they start to get away, because that'll be a chance of points gone already then if we can't keep up with them. But it looks like we do have good pace to at least keep up with this bunch for now then, and hopefully it will mean that we do get at least 1 point then today, hopefully, as long as we can maintain this pace for now then, as Ferrari's looking at the inside of Losail, I believe it is there, but not quite making the move there then, with Bagnaia right on the exhaust pipes of both of those 2 bikes. But yeah, his series of long right-handers then just seems to go on forever then. But we do have a good run out there actually, so we may just be with them then by the time we get to the final corner of this lap, and that will be good for us then, because we'll get a nice slipstream down the straight then, as there's battling going on behind us as well then. So yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to have to worry about them too much then on this lap then as we come down the straight. And yeah, we do get a good run out of the final corner then. Our back tyre lighting up quite a bit, and we are going to have a great slipstream now then. Loy at the front of that group, you have to feel bad for him, he's going to get triple slipstreamed here. And look at that, we almost go 4 wide down the pit straight then, and about 3 wide across the line there. And well, the timing's confused, it thinks we're a lap down there, but we're actually quite cautious on the brakes into turn 1, but we do actually end up going a little bit wider, and Bagnaia through then to the front of this group. But we cut back underneath here then, it looks like we may take 1 or 2 of them here then. Ferrari moves back across on us, and we end up on the outside again, but is that going to work to our advantage like it has done on so many occasions? Yes, it is. We're through and past all 3 of them and into 15th place once again. but this battle is just going to go on and on and on now. These final half of the race, and we're already halfway through it then. There's just been action everywhere, and Bang higher there looking back up or inside once again then into, I'm not sure what corner number that is, like 5 or 6 there, and I really need to learn some of the corner names on some of these tracks. So as Bang and Lloyd both go back through once again then, and yeah, we're going to go 3 wide again, are we then? We're on the inside this time, so that might not be the best time for us then. It's a little bit of contact though. We do force Loy out wide then, so yeah, it worked out quite well for us then. So we're getting alongside the Aspar bike once again then. We're at the inside, and looks like we've made that one work for us this time then, and we're back into the points once again. But really at this stage it's just impossible to call who is going to get that final points places. It could go between sort of any one of about 4 of us at the minute, and there's still that group there. If you look on the mini map, you see the field sort of split into sort of 2 groups really. I mean, there's probably a little bit of a gap between like a few of them, but like just generally you can see like there's first 14, and then there's like from 15th downwards just like this other group. And I mean, I'm sure there's still about 5 or 6 who are realistically in contention here for this final point here. So we're really just going to have to try and keep our focus here, and try not to make any mistakes, and that might cost us the result, or the points result that is. But we do have that flashback just in case, but hopefully we won't have to use it. And yeah, we're kind of going to come across the line now then. Are they close enough to gain a slipstream here? Looks like they might just be here then, as we head down the pit straight then to begin the penultimate lap of the race, and they're right in behind us then, and it's that Banyai, they're looking to the outside for a second. It almost looked like it then, as they, both he and Loy, go at the inside then. I actually took a wide line here then and cut back underneath once again, because that seemed to work out quite well last time, and it's worked just the same this time then. And in fact we're actually ahead before turn 2 this time, so we're back into 15th place once again then, and yeah, 2 laps to hold on then. And I really like this about this game, just how like you have to keep your concentration all the way through, because any mistake and you will be punished. And we see Bastianini up in front has had a crash then and recovered, so there may be a chance to catch him back up, but he does look like even with that crash he's still quite a way ahead of us, so it may not be a chance to. But yeah, it's certainly interesting then that the AI make mistakes in this then. And yeah, I have to say that just overall so far MotoGP 15 has left a very good impression on me, because I thought it was going to be like, from some of the things I've seen about it, it did look a lot just like copy and paste to MotoGP 14, which in I think some areas it is, but yeah, I think they have improved it quite a lot this time. I don't think I'm going to get bored after like 6 or 7 races like I did last time, but yeah, hopefully these races will continue to be interesting, and hopefully you guys will enjoy them, as we do seem to have a decent gap at this stage, and over those behind us then we've still got to try and hang on to this 15th place. You can see Bastianini just sort of like tantalisingly like close to us. I mean, I guess not so much in the end. It's sort of what I was saying about before, how he doesn't look like he's that far up the road, but you really do need to be sort of right on their exhaust pipe if you're going to be like close enough to actually challenge them. And that's what's kind of frustrating about this end, because it doesn't look like we are going to be able to catch them. We're just over a lap to go in this race as we break for the final corner then, and we're going to come out onto a straight now then, and it looks like we are going to have enough gap this time to not worry about a slipstream down the straight. But I mean, still another 2 minutes this race to go, and yeah, anything could happen between now and then, because I mean they could easily catch us back up again, just the slightest mistakes and they could be right back on us. I mean, he's only 7/10 of a second behind us there, Olivia Loy in 16th place, as we go into turn 1 then quite cautiously this time I think, and of course we weren't really overtaking anyone or battling anyone, so I didn't really feel the need to take a more aggressive line into the corner. And yeah, through turn 2 then, we get that a little bit wrong, and out onto the AstroTurf on the inside. Bit of a silly mistake to make there then, as up at the front we see that Kent and Quartararo battling for the lead then, but we need to worry about our own battle for now then. So it looks like we've still got a decent gap here though, but we've got this corner a little bit wrong though, turned in a little bit too early I think there, and that's going to cost us a little bit of time then, as yeah, still a few battles going on ahead of us then. I do like how it keeps you updated with like who's overtaken who. I mean, that was in the previous 2 versions of the game, but still. As we see, Banyai has just passed Lloyd and he's about to pass us as well then. So yeah, this battle's right back on now then, as I said, it's not over till it's over, and certainly Loy was looking to attack there as well then, so it looks like it's at this stage a three-way fight then for this final points place, although I haven't really been looking behind me too much to see who else is possibly lining up an attack though. If we take a very wide line there though, I think though it is going to work out for us once again, as we do get that fantastic drive that time out the corner. I don't know if it really gains us that much time though, or if it just looks that way because we sort of lose the pace and then gain it back again. But yeah, it certainly seems to work, and we do seem to maintain a lot of places doing it that way, as we almost go 3 wide there through our right-hander, as Loy and Loy and Bagnaia look at the inside then. We do get a little bit onto the AstroTurf though that time, and that allows Bagnaia through. Loy might go through as well though, and it's actually Bagnaia and Loy who both have the outside line that time, and it does, as you see, affect us quite a bit, and we're coming to the final corner now then. We're just going to have to chuck it in there and hope we can gain back a place. I was quite aggressive on the brakes there, sliding the rear about quite a bit, but I just couldn't get up the inside of Loy there. But we're on to straight now then. We are going to have the slipstream then, so it's going to be a drag to the line then. We both us and Loy have got a good run here then to the line, and who's going to get this final place? We go 3 wide across the line, and I don't think we did get that final point, unfortunately. I think we were just behind Livio Loy, and we see the final results now then. It was a photo finish at the front then between Danny Kent and Fabio Quartararo then, but looking further down in, yeah, we just missed out then by 0.03 of a second, but we were level with Francesco Bagnaia across the line. And look at that then, 5 bikes separated by 1/4 of a second there from 15th to 19th, and that's how close it was for that final point. So it's really incredible and just shows how close it is in Moto3. And even if we were 18 seconds off the win in the end, but yeah, still that battle there was fantastic. And yeah, if we have more races like that, I think it's going to be a really great career and a really enjoyable series, both for me to record and for you to watch. So yeah, I'm very much excited for this series, and I'm thinking it's going to be something great then, as unfortunately we don't have any points there, neither do Mahindra, but we were actually the best of the Mahindras then, so that's encouraging to see then, even if Mahindra do seem to be a little bit behind Honda, KTM and the other one that I can't remember the name of right now. God, who is it? Oh, it's Husqvarna, that's it. But yeah, that's it then for this sort of first race this evening, but the second part of the career. So if you did enjoy today's race, then make sure you leave a like, and I'll see you next time for the Grand Prix of the Americas. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.